Hey guys, welcome back to LPLR Orchids. Tonight, Maxillaria variabilis, early blooming this year with these nice yellow flowers. They have grown new growths over the last winter. They started in late winter and kind of started with some new pseudobulbs and then bloomed a bit earlier than I thought it would, and it has the last year or two. What we love about this plant, and we do love this plant, is that it is so easy to care for. It's a great beginner orchid. We also love it because it's very propagation friendly and it has this crazy wild look. They're just really great home orchids that don't really look like the typical orchid. And as you can see, they just put on these sprays of blooms. They'll keep blooming sequentially out of these little husks here that you can see the little husks. They just throw out bloom after bloom. Maybe 5 or 6 is what they did last year, it seemed like. But again, why we love this plant as well is because, like I said, they're just so easy to chop and propagate. Believe it or not, this plant, both of these plants, originally came to us in this tiny little pot, if you can believe it. And so we repotted them. I chopped it in half, and half went into that pot and half went into this pot, and that was in third week in November of last year. So probably not the best time to chop them, but I don't know, they seem like they took really well to it. And also we took some snippings and placed them around the far edge of the bigger one here. They really took fine, and you can see they're blooming again, so we just love them because they're so easy to propagate as well. And yeah, just to show off a little bit more of the Maxillaria family group, not a genus. These are the Shunkianas, and so they've stopped blooming now that winter is over. They bloomed all winter for us, and yeah, dropped the blooms a few weeks ago. But the bulbs are coming on nicely in the spring. And just a quick word about temperature differences. This smaller one we placed right in the window over yonder in the bright sunlight and the warmer temperatures throughout the day. And the larger one we took out into the warm room a few weeks ago and put down on the floor where it's cold and darker. The tile is quite cold, and I think right on the floor it definitely gets colder. And interestingly, like the new pseudogrowths on the smaller one in the light, in the sun, in the warmth, have of course grown a lot more and growing a lot slower. Back to the Maxillaria. If you can get your hands on some Maxillaria variabilis and you're a new orchid grower, these are a great one to have in your collection. We keep them in very bright light. We do mist them, so yeah, I got the water bottle. Show you how we mist them. Literally, I just like do that a couple times a week. Probably shouldn't do it again because I just did it this morning. But the roots live in the little brown sheaths right there, like where the flowers come out. There's roots under there, so you can soak them. We also do it to the Shinkianos, so I might as well give them a spray. And so you can spray them right there, and it actually helps soak up. So I try to get, like, when I do spray them, I try to get them out like where it's brown and dry in the sheaths there. They're super easy to take care of. We water them once a week. They're in bark mix, and that's it. They bloom reliably every year for us, and they're such a nice display. We've given a lot away, and they bloom for our friends. Have a good one, guys. Thanks for checking in. See you back here at El Pilar soon.